Hey Farm Hands, Farm Reef here. How is everybody doing? So on this video today, we are going to be taking a tour over to Elmer, Quebec to a fish store called La Niche. I was invited by my buddy Phil. He runs a group on Facebook called Elmer Salties. And we are going to head over there. There's going to be a get together. Going to do a little speech, meet a bunch of the locals and fellow reefers and followers. And I'm going to talk about the haul and how I got into the hobby. And plus, there's going to be a whole bunch of food. There's going to be prizes for everybody to win. And we're just going to have a good old time and get together, because what's the best thing to do is get a bunch of reefers in a room together and have a good chat about the hobby that we love. And thanks guys for having me down there. And so I just got everything packed up in the vehicle, cameras, all that good stuff, some prizes, t-shirts for everybody. And hopefully we're going to have a good time and head over there. It's going to take me about an hour and 20 minutes drive to head there. And starts at 7 and ends at 10. So let's get on our way, guys. Let's hit the road and head over to Quebec. We got some Tim Hortons and we're going to order something.
Can I pick your order?
Yes, could I get a medium 4 cream, please?
Yeah.
And that's it?
¿Está ready for the window?
Yep, thank you. This coffee's going to be really good. So hopefully this show is going to go really well. Pretty excited. There's going to be the Great Niagara Show coming up there in March. Definitely going to be hitting that one up as well. Looking forward to seeing everybody there. It's going up Friday, staying until Sunday and heading back. Should be a good time. Make some videos, visit with everybody. Then there's the London Frag Fest that's coming up as well. So hopefully hit a few of those different shows. Plus Reefapalooza New York is going to be coming up. I'm definitely driving down with that one. Going to check that one. So if you guys are down in New York, make sure and say hi. Happy to meet you guys. It's gonna be my first time visiting the La Niche fish store. It's gonna be pretty awesome. I heard a lot of good things about it, a lot of good quality. Hi, how you doing? Give you that. Thank you. Oh, perfect, man. Even better. Free is always better. Thanks, bud. Have a good one, eh? Score. We got a free coffee here in Canada. We got these Tim cards. Every 7th one's free. It's awesome. So winning. So we're heading back on the road now. So we're heading in. I'm in Russell now. It's a small little town. Just like maybe 25 minutes from Ottawa. So we're going to hit Ottawa, and then we have to cross into Quebec. Haven't been over there in a while, so let's head back in.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Good. So I'm Ryan Nash, Farm Boy Reef. I do a YouTube channel. Right now I'm building a new tank. Louder? So I'm building a new tank, a 600 gallon, and so I've just been documenting my whole experience, building it from the ground up. And like myself, I'm an electrician by trade, and we have a family farm, so that's how I got the Farm Boy Reef name, because I went to my local fish store, and they're like, "Oh, Farm Boy's here," so I just put Reef on the end of it, so kept it sort of simple. So I got into it pretty much in high school. Like you guys went to your local store, you saw all these amazing animals and creatures, and you're like, "Whoa, I gotta have that one day." So when I finally graduated school, I went and bought a 220 gallon. That's how I started into the hobby. I've been doing it about maybe 15 years now, and keep building different tanks and taking them down. So this time I had a 700 gallon tank, and if you're building a tank, make sure you do it correctly. And well, I learned my 700, I built it all up. One day it just cracked, and you got to be careful because you have children, right? And I just had a new baby at the time. If that baby would have been sitting there, something could have really, drastically happened. But live and learn. So my new tank, I got built Concept Aquariums out of Calgary, and his name's Dave. And we talked it over. I gave him the design I was looking for, and I wanted really nice, clean lines. Not many visual braces because there wasn't going to be a canopy over it, and I wanted to look really visual. And so me and Dave, we talked it over, we made a deal. He built it all. It's built of Starfire 19 millimeter glass, so it's very strong. There's a brace that goes all the way around the top. I brought some pictures so you guys can see it, and it's made very well. And they're very Phil himself. He got a tank, getting from Dave as well as a Concept, and they're very well known. Good name, but if you ever go to build a tank, make sure you do it perfectly, because I put a lot of money into that 700 just to have it crack, and then you're like, do I quit the hobby? Almost, but I'm back again. I'm building a 600, stepped it down a little bit, bought a new house, and there was a perfect spot to put a nice tank. And so I went with the Peninsula tank. I always wanted to be able to walk around the three sides and really have that visual effect. This tank is 96 inches long. It's 8 feet, so it's actually the same size sheet as a piece of plywood. It's 8 by 4 by 30 inches. And it really gives you that nice depth through the tank, and it's nice when you're looking at corals and fish to look through it, right? And it's very enjoyable, pleasing. And so yeah, everything I've done on here is just in my head, just building it, like my new fish room. I always wanted something that was really practical. I built my sump up high, so I don't have to bend over and work on it. Everything is so it's easy access. And by doing that, I wanted to make sure it had everything nice, clean look visually. There's if you have a room and it's nice and clean, you're gonna go in there and enjoy it more. There's not cords everywhere, test kits everywhere. It just looks, you know what I mean? You want to be able to go in there and enjoy it. So by doing that, you guys can see in the pictures here, I used it's called a Panduit, like an electrical tray we use it for junction boxes and stuff and control wires. So this way you can hide all your wiring, and you can make it look really nice. So your buddies come over, like, hey, check this out. There's no wires, you know what I mean? It's just something like that. It just looks really nice and clean, because I think you enjoy it more that way, like myself. And the neater and tidier it is, the more you're probably gonna do your maintenance on everything, because everything has a place for it. So yeah, and then I brought some gear for you guys to check out. This is the Palex Bella ARD C36. This is a macro algae reactor, and what it does is it filters your water naturally, sucks all your nitrates and phosphates all over the water. And this way, you're not adding chemicals all the time to your tank. Different medias. This is what I'm going to be running on the 600. Probably no really any media reactors or media, and this should do the trick right here. This one's rated up for 300 gallons to 1,000 gallons, and they're just quick fits on here for the fittings. But myself, so this right here can do for a union. So I have all the color PVC you guys can see here. I went with the same theme because it's built the Hulk build, and I'll union and hook it right on here. So right through here, there's a lighting tube, LED strip. You just pull this off. I brought the literature here. You guys can see it. And so it just grows on 2 tiers. You just put a little bit on each one, a little microalgae. And I will run this to the opposite of my tank. So at night, this will turn on, and it'll help regulate my pH as well, because the lighting is running at night, so there's not so much of a fluctuation. And then it goes off during the day, and then the tank runs regular. So you guys should see how much stuff this produces. Like, I have a couple other buddies that run these, It's insane, and it doesn't take long, like a week or so, and that thing's full. And at the same time, Palex Bellin, they have their own is iron for dosing your tank, because the microalgae is going to suck iron out of your tank. You want to make sure to replenish that, so you end up dosing it, and it comes with the kit when you get it. And if you're running a calcium reactor too, they have the calcium reactor hookup for this, so you can actually has a bubble counter as well, and it goes right through actually into the reactor to help burn off any of the excess. And then, so it's a pretty cool. It's built in the U.S., so it's got some really good quality. They're not the cheapest, but you pay for what you get for in this hobby, right? Like this thing is solid. Like you guys should come over and check it all out. I didn't bring the tool to open this. I really don't want to damage that LED that's in there. And yeah, it's a pretty cool system. What else I got here too? So I'm running AI 52 HDs over my tank. I got 6 of them, so I was trying to figure out how I'm not going to have like dead areas of light. I want to make sure it was throughout. So I went with Tulio from Reef Co. He's a really good guy, and we discussed how we're really going to light up this tank. And I've always been a fan of the Reef Bright LEDs, like on the corals. It really makes them pop, I've noticed. So I ended up with this one here. This is the XHO 30s. So what it does is you put it together and you mount it onto your AI 52. It bolts right to the top of it, and it gives you that spread, and they're adjustable. So I have 6 of these attaching to the 6 of my AI 52s. And the thing is too, with these you can actually get the port on your Apex. I got the wireless controller for it. So this way you can run it off your phone, dim it down, ramp it up if you'd like, or you can just plug it in, put it on a timer, and shuts it off. But with this build, I've been putting a lot of gear on there, electronics, so I went that extra step as well. And I'm not a big crazy fan of lots of wiring and all that, and I like to hide it. I traded in all my other power supplies for these, and I got 2 to run 6. So you can hide those well, and I got 10-foot cords, and everything can hide inside the cabinets. And I have the Panduit now running on the ceiling as well. So the wire goes in the wall, down the wall, over. So now I just have the small cables that so it looks sleek and you don't see it. So this gives it that sleek look too. So when people come over, it's really pleasing, like where are all the wires, right? So that's a really cool kit if you guys want to check those out. People, you should see like how the corals pop with those. Like the radions work really well, but I'm telling you, that just gives that supplemental light. And what these do too, if you run T5s over your tank, like this is like running T5s, but it gives you that really cool look to it. And you don't have the long tubes, and you know how they have the retrofit kits you put on there. They're not that great. I've had them before, and I was never crazy about them. They're okay, like if you have a hood over your tank, but these here look pretty slick, and that dude does the same thing with the T5. So yeah, so that's the XHO. They're pretty cool. And then I was working with, this is Reef PVC out of Alberta. I got this, a kid, he started up a business, and he's selling PVC, and all your fittings you need. And like everything, like this is really high grade stuff. This is skid 80, like this valve here, and these are solid. You guys can check all this stuff out. And like I said, I went with the theme, so all the overflow going back to the sump is going to be the green color, and all the purple is the returns going back. And this is going to hook to my Biz A400 pump. And I don't know if you guys have seen those pumps before. They're pretty nice. And that one pump right here, this is the Biz A400. That's going to run the whole entire system right there, and it's Apex compatible too. Just a network cable plugs in, and you can ramp it up, control from your phone. But there's a lot of power there. And if you guys ever watched the show Tank or whatever, they use a lot of that pumps. They're pretty sweet. They're a little pricey, but definitely worth the money. It's probably the last pump you'll ever have to buy. And the warranty on those things are crazy too. So yeah, great. So there's a few pictures here, different valves. The bulkheads you get from Reef PVC, if you guys want to check them out, they're reverse thread, but they're solid. Like, not like your skid 40s, you know, you see what I mean? Like, they're solid. They have the reverse thread on it too, so it's pretty nice. And yeah, so those are a lot of few of the things here I wanted to bring and show you guys about that. You guys have any questions? I got some literature here if you guys want to read about this Palex Bellin. How do you empty it? So you comes with an Allen key here, and you just pull that cylinder right out. Every week and a half, depends on. It's good to keep the maintenance up on it. Just take it out, give some of that to your buddies if they want it. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's good to keep it because you always want it to run 100%, right? Yeah. So, yeah.
are you planning to manage your water change?
Water changes, I have the dose from Apex, so I have it filled in. Like, it'll change a little percentage every day.
Yeah.
Depends on what I want to do the math. I'm going to take out so many mil, whatever, each day, a liter. And I have the vats in the basement pre-mixed, and I just have it programmed. I want this much water changed every day, so I don't have to do great big water changes. And you know what I mean?
Everyday water.
Yeah, and the daily water changes pretty much, and it's like any tank. If you really do have to change the water that often, you know what I mean? But it helps replenish the elements that are not there. You know what I mean? Your corals are always absorbing those elements, so to replace them. I'm going to be running a calcium reactor too. I have a Delta calcium reactor that's going to be running on this tank because it's such a large tank. I don't want to be dosing and mixing all these elements to dose the tank. So I got the calcium reactor. I got the new Kimura pump, calcium pump to feed it, and yeah, so it should be pretty neat. CO2 should be good to go. So yeah.
Cool, thanks.
Any other questions? Everybody asks. I don't know if my wife's watching. I don't know. Well, the Terry to auto was $250. It's flat rate. That's not bad. It came really well packaged. I don't know if you guys seen the videos, but it was solid. It took 3 of us just to bust it out of there. And it's so tricky because you're trying to take this wood off of it, and you're trying not to. You're playing with glass. It's so like, you know what I mean. And especially like trying to get a tank that size in your house is stressful too. The guys I had there made me build a little bridge, and it was very stressful. Yeah. So the tank is about that, and that comes with the stand as well. So I got this for that price was the welded stand. I got it coated the green. You guys haven't seen the pictures too, but I got a custom glass that's the same color, just a little darker, that goes around the stand. You guys will see in the videos coming up. It's custom glass. It's all painted, and it has magnets, so it sticks to the steel frame. You know what I mean? So if I ever want to, put a fraying tank under there or anything, I can just pull those glasses off, interchange them. If I want the stand to have glass, I can, or I take it off just to give it that other visual look and switch it up. Or if I ever want to change the color, I just get some more glass made and put it around. But it gives it that look, so I can run it either way. Yeah. Any other questions, guys?
How much hours a week or a month do you have to put into it?
Put into it? I do maybe, depends on because it's like I'm doing a one-man show, so I'm recording, editing, and building at the same time. So I think 3 times a week I'm working on it. I get home after work on it for a few hours. 7 o'clock I shut it down, spend time with the family, and back on to the next day. Yep.
It's almost ready, right?
What's that?
It's almost ready.
It's all aquascaped. That video is coming out soon. Yeah, so it just takes time, right? You have to use your time wisely too, right? Especially YouTube and everything. It's everybody wants next video, but you got to keep your family happy too. That's the biggest part, right?
Yeah.
Any other questions? Everything is so that like the water changing, yes, is all in the basement. All my filters and stuff are in that room. That room is right behind the tank. Pardon? Yeah, there's a sump. Yeah, if you see in the pictures here, just on the side, there's a sump. That sump's a 175 gallon sump. And it has, I went with filter socks. I like filter socks. Some people don't. But I have a couple sets I interchanged them out, and the other ones just go in the washing machine, call it a day. So, and then I got the sump too. I got a refugium built in it on the far right side. So it's just a spot to, grow pods and all that stuff there. Some live rock in there, let the little creatures flow in. So everything flows. I will have its own, it'll be feeding that chamber all by itself, right? So I can adjust the flow in there, and it'll slowly, leak over to the other overflow, and it's its own chamber. So it's always fed with its own water from the tank. So I'll have this, plus I'll have the refugium as well, just to grow pods and stuff to feed the tank. Yeah. Any other questions?
Well, if they think of questions, they can come ask you after.
Yeah, you can do that for sure. That's not a problem. You know where I live.
Oh yeah. Still gonna back that bus up here.
Yeah, yeah.
Ryan, for coming.
Yeah, no problem. It's awesome to be out here, guys. It's the first time I've ever been in this place. Yeah. It's nice to know another store I can come shop at. What's that? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Jeremy, you want to talk about the...
Sure.
Okay, so one of the things, Capital Limousine has donated what's called a dinner transfer. So it's an 8-passenger limousine service that will pick you up at your house, take you to wherever you want to go for dinner, and then bring you home. So what we've got is it's $10 a ticket if you'd like to get into actually trying to win that certificate. It's strictly up to you. If you would like to do that, come see me. Again, it's $10. It's basically good for 3 hours, as long as you're not trying to go to Montreal for dinner, or it's within the Ottawa area. So that takes care of the car, and the driver, again, picks you up at home or wherever you'd like to be picked up at, and take you directly to the restaurant, wait for you, and then bring you home afterwards. And that's pretty much it for me. Phil, I'm done.
All right, so I'm going to give the gifts, and then we're going to draw the...
Yeah, I got it here. I brought some Marco 400 for you guys. Whoever wins it. That's what I use on my tank to put all my rocks together.
The ticket for the draws is inside.
Bright flashing by the